I'm from Miami. So back in the day, like Pokemon was.
I'm from Hollywood.
You from Hollywood?
Yeah.
California?
No.
Florida?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
What? You a Florida boy?
Yeah.
I never fucking knew that.
Hope you enjoy the Talk Yo Shit podcast with the Pokemon GOAT Verlisify. Talk about some great stuff.
All right, Miami, what up? What up? This is Talk Yo Shit podcast, episode 5. Special motherfucking guest in the fucking building. Who we got in the building?
We have the Pokemon GOAT Verlisify.
Facts. Let's give it up for Verlisify. Let's go. So yeah, man, this is definitely gonna be my favorite interview because I finally get to talk Pokemon with somebody who knows Pokemon. Like, yes, I'm excited, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I got my notes and I'm just ready. So we just gonna start from Gen 1, right?
Yeah, let's go.
So you've been playing Pokemon since Gen 1 when it first came out, right?
Oh yeah, like actual Red and Blue on the Game Boy.
So look, this the thing, right? That people don't understand. Right? Let's just start from Gen 1 where it all started. Let me get your top 5 Kento Gen 1 Pokemon all the time.
All right. Ooh. So I love Vaporeon. I've always liked that it became water, like that anime episode. Not for the memes, not for the degenerate stuff that everyone... You know about the 4chan meme?
Come on. Yeah.
Okay. You looked a little confused, but no, not that reason. I when I saw that episode when it was just like, Vaporeon, acid armor, and it became water, that's the coolest thing.
I always loved the Jolteon because I like when in elementary, we used to always see this is the thing. People don't understand what Pokemon was back in the day. And why anime is so popular. Like Pokemon is the founder of that. Like people don't understand that. But I'm gonna let you finish your top 5 before I start talking. Go ahead.
I mean, we could just keep going back and forth. We can interrupt because it's all about love of Pokemon right now.
Right.
I totally feel you on like people just don't understand Pokemon. Like I'll listen to a podcast and they'll talk about Pokemon and they'll just butcher everything about it.
Because they wasn't outside doing it. You had to really be out. Gen 1 and 2, you had to really be outside. Like people don't understand.
Yeah, link cable.
I don't like people don't understand. Like that's why I say if you Gen 4 and back, you spoil you. You'll never understand because that's when internet came in. You people don't understand. Gen 1, 2, and 3. No, it was no YouTube. It was just straight link cables. If you want to trade it and evolve Pokemon, it was you had no memory cards. You just played until you got the corrupt file and you played it over. You tried a new starter. Like people will never understand. Like Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 was the time to be alive. Like people will never understand that. No abilities, no hell items, just not even special attack and attack. Remember, Gen 1 was just special. It was just special.
No special attack, no special defense. So special and physical.
Right, no special defense. Right, correct. All right, so you got Vaporeon.
Oh man, like after that, it kind of gets tricky because
it does.
There's like a lot. Like then, like okay, I could give you 5, but I couldn't give you the order because everyone loves Gengar. I've always been fascinated by like Voltorb and Electrode. They're just so enigmatic. Same with Magnemite. Like the original Magnemite TCG card, where it's like kind of rendered and looks like it's from like Mario 64. I'm like, ooh, that's interesting to me. So we had stuff like that. I would actually say like Gengar isn't in the top 5 for me. That's like too common of a popular Pokemon pick.
I remember it was this dude because back in the day, like elementary, I'm from Miami, so back in the day, like Pokemon was.
I'm from Hollywood.
You from Hollywood?
Yeah.
California?
No.
Florida?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
How long?
It was a mix between Port Charlotte and Hollywood, but I spent like most of my high school at South Broward High School.
What? You a Florida boy?
Yeah.
I never fucking knew that.
That's why I thought it was going to be interesting to bring that up on the show, because you're like, all from Miami and stuff. I can relate. I'm from Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, you around the corner.
Yeah.
What
954.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
So we got something else to talk about.
Cool. I ain't gonna. That's fucking crazy. All right, so yeah, so I used to go to this school called Morningside. It's in a little Haiti area. There was this dude back in the day. Nobody could beat him because he had two Game Boys and he would trade himself all the other Pokemon. So basically, he had McChamp, he had Alakazam. Nobody could fucking beat him. He he knew about the base stat thing more than anybody. He was one of them little nerdy dudes and nobody could beat him. But he used to destroy niggas with sorry for the N-word, but he used to destroy people with Gengar, Alakazam, like nobody could beat him.
Yeah, another favorite is Porygon, kind of for the same reason, just like those technical Pokemon back in the day, really cool. Still really like Porygon 2, Porygon Z.
Yes, you know what I love about Gen 1? Because I love the fact that I started as a Gen 1 era, and the fact that we at Gen 9 and Gen 1 Pokemon are still being used to this fucking day, and they are very useful. Venusaur, Charizard, Dragonite. We could just go on and on.
Dragonite's like the most used right now, and it's
Cloyster, man, like Lapras, like I just love it, bro. Like Gen 1, you had to really just be like that was just the time to be alive, man. Like Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Yellow was actually better than Blue, but the only thing I didn't like about Yellow, you couldn't do the Mishigo blitz, the Mishigo.
Yeah, they fixed all the fun stuff for a lot.
You could still get the Mew, but you couldn't.
Yeah, you can train or fly, right? In Yellow.
Damn, I don't remember.
Because there was a way of getting Mew, and I don't remember if it's still
you can still do the Mew. You can still do the Mew. You gotta do the same way you got him in Blue and Red.
It's train or fly, where you pause when you look at the guy.
Oh, that one, yeah. Another thing, back in Gen 1 and 2, it was no YouTube. It was you had to go off word of mouth. So you had to just go off rumors. Everybody thought, I don't know if you remember the Mew rumor that he was about the truck.
Yeah, that was stupid. Like that never spread.
Everybody believed it.
No one believed it in my side. Everyone was just like, it's garbage. It's train or fly. Here's how you do it. Missing no.
Right. And then it was this dude. See, people was hacking back then. Remember people had Game Shark. Yeah, man. That shit was, man. Time to be alive. So
not just Pokemon too, because like just 90s. Lawless advertising, green ketchup, Crossfire, Moon Shoes, Nickelodeon game shows. That was the time. 90s kid. Man, Hey Kids Arnold don't understand these days.
Yeah, Hey Arnold was actually my favorite Nickelodeon cartoon.
No, Hey Arnold's great.
Cat Dog, Angry Beavers. Angry Beavers was so underrated, bro. Rugrats was pretty good. Kenan and Kel.
Loving the game shows. Guts was just like the coolest thing.
You know, I never watched that. I never gave it a chance.
No way.
I never gave it a chance, bro. Never gave it a chance. Never. So you said Vaporeon.
Magnemite, Porygon, Electrode, Voltorb.
Okay. You got one more.
Ninetales is cool. Arcanine's really cool.
Oh my God. I got a team right now on Gen now with Ninetales and Charizard with that drought ability is just so busted, bro. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, bro. Yes. So listen, I'm gonna give you my top 5 favorite Pokemon games of all time, just gen wise.
All right.
I'm gonna let you say yours. So I want to be biased and say that Gen 1 is the best Pokemon game, but I can't do that because we all know Gen 2 is the best Pokemon game because it's still the only Pokemon game to this day where you can get 16 badges. And it was just the time to be alive, and it's still like the best game of all time. And then number 2, I go Gen 1. 3, I go Gen 3 for number 3 because even though Gen 3 went like a different direction, it was just still Pokemon. It still was Pokemon.
It was so strangely fresh.
Yeah. A lot of water, you got to dive, but it was still Pokemon though. Like it was still Pokemon. And then a lot of people not gonna like this. I don't care for Gen 4 and Gen 5 like that, bro.
Gen 5 terrible. Worst.
Terrible. Thank you. Well, no, it was the worst until Legends came out. Legends is fucking terrible. I don't know why people like that fucking game, bro.
Just NPCs. Social media said so.
Yeah. Oh my God, I hate Legends, bro. And then I'm not gonna lie. My 4th, I gotta go Gen 8. Are you a Sword and Shield fan? I love Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield's great.
I don't want and with 1 and 2 DLCs. Like it's fun. Like I don't understand the Sword and Shield hate, bro.
And what people don't appreciate is the Galar region is about you. You are a superstar in the Pokemon. That's what everyone wants to be. If I'm a Pokemon trainer, I want motherfucking sponsorships. And then I want to run around with my cape of all my sponsors,
Facts.
winning gym battles that are televised in the stadium.
Facts.
Who couldn't like that?
Facts. Number 5, I gotta go Gen 9 because this is the first open world Pokemon game where you could do whatever you want. You're not blocked. You could go fight this trainer. You could go do this, and nothing stopping you. You could just complete the game how you want to complete the game. Yeah, it had a few bugs here and there, but like
every game has bugs.
Yeah, facts. Like I'm not gonna lie, I love Gen 9. I love Scarlet. I love Violet. I got it got a few bugs, like you say, every game does. So
yeah,
man. So I want to speak on the actual anime too. I want to ask you why do you feel like when it comes to anime that Pokemon doesn't get the respect that it deserves, and why does Ash Ketchum never get the anime character that he deserves? Because
I need to do my top 5 game list first, then we can go to anime.
Oh yeah, Go ahead.
Generations are weird because I just more go by my favorite games, like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, best Pokemon game
ever. Not even close.
But is that Gen 2 or is that Gen 4? Gen 2 games, Gen 4 era.
Technically, we'll say Gen 2, but people just want to be technical. Like, it's a Gen 4 game.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. That's why I just go by games. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, number 1. Let's Go, number 2.
No, I'm sorry.
No?
The thing with Let's Go, it could have been with the catching shit. That's what I didn't like. If they would have if they had an option, you could take that off. I would agree with you. But go ahead.
All right. Well, the thing is, like, to me, the Let's Go is the most Pokemon adventure. It wasn't a Pokemon game. It was an adventure. You're running around with Pokemon in the wild. You got your partner around you, and then they remix the story a little bit. When Lorelei comes in and, like, bails you out of that Team Rocket fiasco, lost my shit. So it's like they upgraded. They paid attention. They were like, yo, fans, there you go. So I love that.
I love Let's Go. It was just the catching thing. I got nothing else bad to say about it but the catching thing. Other than that shit was
every
dope.
other feature. Like the catch combo just made it the best gameplay loop. Yeah. And I didn't care about the catching because I'm a Pokemon sweat. I do competitive stuff. I can min-max that catching even better. So it's just a good feature to me. So I found it fresh. I didn't get annoyed by it. I didn't care about the lack of wild Pokemon battles. Cause it's like, oh, I just catch a million Chansey and now all my Pokemon are level 100.
Level 100, yeah.
And the hyper training's better than Gen 7. So like everything about it just worked for me. So that's why it's number 2. Number 3, Sword and Shield with the DLC. Because the Cramomatic DLC.
Both DLCs, right?
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like when you have both a DLC, it is just the ultimate Pokemon game. Even though base Pokemon Sword and Shield's great. But you have like the Armorite, Isle of Armor, Cramomatic.
Them
top 3, easy.
Changed the game. It was to a point. Remember when Sword and Shield came out, like that following year, Pokemon didn't come out with a game, but we didn't care because the DLCs just kept you thriving until the next year, and it was just perfect. Yes,
exactly. And then 4th and 5th are like tied right now because like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, pretty good with DLC, but Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, best 3DS games.
I'm not gonna lie. After, if we just talking games wise, after Soul Silver and Heart Gold, I got to go Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire number 2, bro, because it was all around. You can breathe. You after you beat the game, you could go competitive. You could. What I loved the most about it was the battle tower.
Yeah,
you
and then you have soaring. You have the secret bases.
Everything. That was probably the best game
Poke
ever.
Radar or Pokenav, whichever one it's called.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire was probably the best.
So, I mean, that's like tied with Scarlet and Violet. I think I would love Scarlet and Violet a lot more if the community wasn't just dog shit.
Yeah.
No cheating, and Scarlet and Violet has all the quality of life to make it fun again, but no one plays the games. That's the sad thing. Not a single person, like they'll shiny hunt a few times and then know nothing about how the game functions and then say too buggy.
Yeah, because everybody hacking it, just go straight online and play competitive.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. Everybody's lazy. Nobody want to grind no more, bro. That's the problem. But Pokemon Game Freak got to do something about this shit, bro. They got to do something about it.
Well, they're doing things. Japan had the world championship and everyone gets disqualified.
Finally. But remember, at first they wasn't doing anything though. You think you have something to do with that though? You think like they watch your streams like, hey man, he's getting on it, man. We gotta start the squad fight.
Nah, because like they've always been against it. You go back to Black and White, and you can find like Japanese Game Freak forum posts where it's just like the dev said, "Hey, we banned 1,000 people from this online tournament in Black and White for cheating. If you did the Japanese championships and got caught, because they have a different circuit." So we have like our regionals and our championship points. They have online qualifiers and then one national championship, and then the top goes to Worlds. If you get caught cheating at their national championship, you have to refund the prize money. You're done. So Game Freak cares in Japan, and again, we saw that with Worlds because those disqualifications happened live at the event this year. So maybe they were like catching on because of my coverage, but Game Freak was already dialed in. I think the problem is Pokemon Company International, where like all the people that play Pokemon and the head of esports isn't Japanese. He's some American dude that was like a part of Smashboards or something. So I think it's all corruption. They're hiding it. They're covering up how bad the cheating is from Japan, and then the cultural regional barrier. They don't know how bad it is out here, so they can't do anything about it. I think if the truth ever got out, then like Game Freak would kill it.
Right. Okay.
I still have faith like that.
So Wolfie, Santino, and Aaron labeled cheaters for sure. No ifs, ands, about it. All
so
three.
Many others. Gavin Michaels.
I remember him too.
Yeah. Ray Rizzo.
Ray Rizzo.
Champions.
Yeah, Ray Rizzo.
All the world champions, like Paul Ruiz, because he was like, oh, I left my cartridge in America and I forgot it, or not America, but I left my cartridge for Worlds. It's like, no. You don't automatically get all of your team overnight that have different Pokeballs.
Yeah,
that means you hacked them in. You didn't even trade it back.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
So that's what I mean. Like, you can't even list how many. It's all of them. It's like 98% all the top players cheating.
What makes me mad is the community. They make excuses for them every fucking time, bro. Mm-hmm. It's like, yo, it's against the rules. It's cheating. No matter how you put it, it's you have an advantage and you're cheating. If you got hack ones and you're playing competitive, you have an advantage and it's against the rules, so it's cheating. It's facts. There's no ifs, ands about it. There's no, well, I got it through a wonder trade. No, it's cheating.
It's like those memes that we see online where it's like, oh, this isn't happening. Well, it's kind of happening, but it's not a problem. Okay, it's happening, but here's why it's a good thing. So it went from, oh, there's no cheating. A few people are cheating, but it's not cheating. And it doesn't matter even if they were cheating. And now it's, well, everyone's cheating because the games are unfair. It's like, just complete garbage, man.
Right.
So back to the anime, yeah. Why didn't the anime get its due? I don't know, man. The first season went hard. Like, there's some really, like, topics you wouldn't believe when it's like, whoa, they put that in Kid Show, let's go.
Bro, that I just remember like 97 to 99, Pokemon was just on top of the world. Remember, Pokemon was bigger than Batman.
It was it was number one. Yeah, it
was number one over Harry Potter. Like people don't, and this what I don't understand. See, that's why I hate the new anime fans. Like, but before people wanted to be Naruto and Luffy and the Ichigo dude, everybody wanted to be Ash Ketchum at one point. Everybody. Like, and I feel like Pikachu is the biggest anime character of all time.
The mascot of the biggest franchise. It makes sense.
Like, I feel like you could do a worldwide survey and you could show people that don't watch anime a picture of Goku and Naruto and nobody know who they is. But if you showed them a picture of Pikachu, they would know exactly who that is. Yeah. Just because of what Pokemon was and what it still is today. It's not like Pokemon fell off. Like, Pokemon is still relevant.
That's why, like, okay, the crazy thing here is like when you hear about games where it's just like Baldur's Gate 3 selling 10 million copies, all these other games, like 8 million sold new records. Wow. Like, bro, Pokemon just sold 23 million. 23. No one's talking about how Pokemon always.
23. Yeah. What, Gen 1 sold what, like 38? 33 million?
Yeah, like it's like no one talks about those sales. Like, wait, Pokemon's still the biggest game, and then everyone's like, "Woo, yay! Our game of the year that we pumped up for 5 years and early access sold 20 million, or not even 20, like 12 million. What a record!"
Yeah, people forget. People be hopping on other people's new wave, and they forget about the people that's been doing it. That's what's going on. And let's just be real. Like a lot of animes copy Pokemon. A lot of them. Naruto, they copied the hell out of Pokemon, bro, with the Ninetale Fox.
I don't think it goes that far because that's just like Japanese culture.
All right, I'll give you one right now that you can't deny. What about the Uchiha clan? The logo, it looks just like a Pokeball.
They did something there. That might be a homage. Yeah,
if you really look at it, it's red and it's white and it's round. It looks just like a Pokeball. I love One Piece. One Piece is my second favorite anime of all time, but they copy Pokemon too.
Didn't Oda do like some kind of cover page that had like Pokemon or some kind of crossover?
I don't know. I gotta
I
look
feel like
into
there's
it.
probably like some Shonen Jump special where it's like, yeah, the artist drew a Pokemon or something.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go look that up. But if you look at Gen 1, if you look at the it was the Vice Admirals. It's Akiji, Kizaru, and Akinu, and their powers are lava, which is Moltres. One dude is ice, that's Articuno, and the other dude is electric, which is Zapdos. And they was like the three top dogs, the leaders. Like they just copied Pokemon in so many ways.
Yeah, the legendary Admiral people got the elements behind them.
Yeah, man. I just feel like Pokemon never gets its credit. And the only people that's ever gonna give Pokemon their flowers is people such as me and yourself that's just been there since the beginning and still here.
And the problem is, not a lot of us are still here. They grow up or they get tired of the shenanigans. People are like, oh, your channel's dead. You fell off. Every fan I've talked to that doesn't engage with my content, or at least like 99% of them, they didn't hate me. They didn't fall out of me. They're just like, too much bullshit in Pokemon, man. And then
too much toxicness.
Yeah, and then they're just like, there's no point watching if I'm not following it. And it's like, that's fair, but as long as you don't hate me, I'm cool with you leaving.
So what you think of bringing? I think you don't think a Gen 2 remake of bring the community back together, or bring everybody back alive right now?
I would love like Pokemon Let's Go Gen 2, but Pokemon Let's Go gets so much hate. Like
only because of the Pokeball thing, though. Everything
it just felt like such an immediate, ignorant, like just reaction to it. Instead of like experience the rest of the game. There's still enough here to make that okay.
I still play Let's Go sometimes here, and I ain't gonna lie, like just to play the story mode, bro. I got nothing bad to say about Let's Go. Let's Go I give it like an 8 out of 10. It would get a 10 if it wasn't for the catching rate.
Fair. But then like you just have to look at the rest of the community. They love Arceus and they hate it on Sword and Shield. They hate it on Scarlet and Violet. There's nothing that's going to bring the community together because it's all ill.
And then the people that don't like Sword and Shield, they'll say shit like Gen 5 and Gen 4 is the best Pokemon games. How the fuck? How? Gen 5? I'm gonna just say this. No Pokemon game is bad except Legends. But Gen 5, out of all the gens, Gen 5 is the worst gen. Like the storyline. Even though my favorite legendaries from Gen 5, which is Xerneas, but man, Gen 5 wasn't.
Did you say Xerneas?
I love Xerneas. I'm sorry.
That's Gen 6.
That's 6? You sure? Oh, right. With the Mega Evolutions, right? Gen 6 is when Mega Evolution started, right?
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, that's the deer Pokemon.
Right. Yeah, right. That's when Mega Evolution started. My fault.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, like Gen 5 also had just like terrible Pokemon designs, and you're forced with them in Pokemon Black and White. Every step I took in the grass when I first played that game was dread. Oh, this thing looks trash. Oh, this thing looks trash. Oh, it's pulling me out of the story.
Let's not forget the fact that Gen 5 had the worst starters of all fucking time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, bro. I don't know what it was going with the Fire Pig, and Gen 5 was just terrible. Bro. People will argue down all day. Like Gen 5 is just the best, and that shit terrible.
That's because that's the generational shift, and that's also literally how Game Freak designed it. They wanted to like soft reboot Pokemon. There's interviews with Junichi Masuda and Game Freak talking about this. So they did things like differently to appeal to the younger kids of the newer generation, and that was like where it all happened in Gen 5. So that's where you can see the shift where it's like, oh, this isn't Pokemon because it was meant to be like new Pokemon.
I hate Gen 5, bro. I mean, if they made a remake, I'll play it. But like, I'm not excited about Gen 5 if they ever do a remake, bro. I hope they don't, man. I hope they don't. Okay.
Yeah. And also back to the anime, because like again, we're just having a crazy Pokemon discussion.
Yeah, right.
Why didn't it get its due? I think too much filler. I think because like the thing is like Pokemon the first season, even like all the anime is like half filler. It's like, I'm tired of the adventure where you go somewhere, you meet a Pokemon, he doesn't catch it, he makes a friend, he says, see you again, and never sees him again.
Never seen him again.
So you get rid of 70% of the episodes, goated anime. But until then, it's like, then there's just like a lot. It's a cartoon at that point.
I say this though. I'm going to say this, cartoon-wise. Gen 1, I'm going to just say Kento to Hoenn was peak.
They go hard. It was great.
Now, when they got the Diamond and Pearl, that's when I was a little older, and I was like, man, I'm just tired of Ash just keep losing. He just keep
That was some more like kids cartoon until the end. Like
they changed it after that. I thought I was done.
I mean, him losing Tobias, though, I was down with that. Because I'm like, he lost to a Darkrai and a Latios. That's actually kind of like really cool.
But that's when I knew they just had their nuts crossed on Ash Ketchum. They didn't just want him to win. Like, I was like, bro, this man really going against a Darkrai? It took them to like 4 his Pokemon to beat the Darkrai. Then he come out with a Latios. Like, bro, y'all really don't want this man to win. I actually thought, like, when Ash finally won the tournament, I was like, about time, 25 years later. But that just show you just never give up on your journey, though, right?
Yeah, but it's also weird because like he won in a biggest ass pull way, where it's like counter the counter.
Yeah, but
instead of like, wait, no, where's the team where he like deserved it more?
Yeah, you're right.
They just gave it to him because they finally were like, you get it, but here you go, and it didn't feel as earned as it could have been in any other job.
I feel like it was earned because of the tournament. It was all the biggest.
Yeah.
You had Cynthia, you had Lance, you had the top dogs. Everybody was. I
think when you do it like that, it feels too much plot armor.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Now he beats Cynthia and all these people, but he had to go against a Darkrai.
Yeah. You got a point. Definitely got a point. You got a point. So why you think Ash Ketchum never gets his credit as a top 10 anime character? I think it's because he's been 11 years old the whole journey. He never grew up. I
still think it's filler because it's like, oh, he didn't catch every Pokemon he saw, and then like there was just so many frustration points that keep pulling you out of it, even outside of him not being a champion. Because like you can respect his teams and his plays and like a lot of the gym battles that are really cool, where it's like, oh, he earned that one, or oh, that's really good character development. But also every generation he resets and becomes an idiot again, and he pulls out a Pokedex on a Pokemon he owns. So like it's just too much plot points and filler that I think keep it from being goated.
Right. Yeah, I'm an Ash Ketchum guy. Like I tell people all the time, like when we argue about anime down here in Miami, I just let it be known. Pokemon will just always be the forever best anime all time because the numbers that these new animes is doing still can't touch Pokemon and its peak when it wasn't even popular to watch anime. Like remember back in the day with anime, it wasn't no internet, so you couldn't just watch it on your phone. It was no Netflix. You had to watch what was on TV, and or you don't watch nothing at all. So. Don't get me wrong, you had Yu-Gi-Oh! And all that, which was cool, but man, Pokemon is just forever goated. And it's for it to still be relevant right now today, just proves my point. I don't think there'd ever be an anime better than Pokemon.
Oh, that's something that pissed me off about the new fans, where just like Gen 1 overrated, where it's like, if it was over, we wouldn't be here.
It's so
Pokemon would not exist if it sucked from the beginning.
Yeah, fact, but what made the game good is that the anime was so good. So when the game came out, it was like, oh, you got an actual game? Oh, shit. And then it's actually live up to the hype. Like,
yeah,
that's what make it still top 10 to this day. Like, yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's why, you know what made Pokemon the best game ever? Is that this will make Pokemon the best game ever. You can always lose no matter the team you have. You can have a team full of legendaries and lose to a basic team just because of the type advantages, the abilities. It's how you use your team. And that's why I feel like Pokemon is just the best game competitive-wise, because you can always lose no matter the team you got.
Yeah, the expression inside of it's great. That's why I do competitive so much, because like it's so fun to style on kids when like you have it dialed in.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie, you turn my, like, so me, I've been playing Pokemon since Gen 1, and I just always think like, all right, I got Thunderbolt, I got Ice Beam, I got Flamethrower, I can't lose. But then when I first watched your videos, I think it was Gen, I can't remember what Gen, but I actually watched your videos and I was like, damn, like this dude really is elite. And I'm not gonna lie, I just been a Verlisify fan forever. And I'm not, you took my game to a whole nother level, bro. Like Sword and Shield, I was ranked Masters. I was top 10 at one point.
Nice.
I battled Aaron. I beat Aaron. Man, I went on a rampage on Gen 8. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And it's all because of you watching your videos, just learning things. Like back in the day, like you just play story mode, you breed, and then you done with Pokemon. But when internet came in and I started watching your videos, you just took my game to a whole nother elite platform. Like, bro, you was the GOAT. Like people just need to know that you were the GOAT, bro. Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You the GOAT.
And that's kind of the interesting thing about how I started my channel, because I was doing all the breeding in Generation 4 when no one even knew what an IV was. If you ask someone, hey, do you EV train? They say, I like Vaporeon. They had no idea what an effort value was. So yeah, exactly. So that's the thing, like where I was like, oh, yeah, if I instruct people how to do it, like back in X and Y, everyone was trash except for me and like the people that were, the 1% that actually cared about this stuff. So I tried to make it more accessible. And then that's why the YouTube channel took off, because I'm like, wait, I already know all this. I just put it into a video and it's automatic and it's just natural that way. And then the same thing, like if I'm battling, why not have it on camera? Because I'm battling anyways, because I'm doing 1,000 battles a generation. So and then explain it a little better, and then boom, and then like that's kind of make it introductory to where people can understand it, and it seems approachable to get in it. You find your style, you get a really cool strat, and then you dunk on kids. Not hard.
Facts. So we gonna bring it to Gen 2. Gen 2. Oh my God, Gen 2 was the time to be alive. People just don't understand. Like Gen 1 and Gen 2 is just. You had to be outside, man. You couldn't just, you had to really know other people that had Game Boys I want a Gengar. Oh, I want a Scizor. Like, you had to know people, bro, or you wasn't getting shit. You just had to settle.
Yeah, also you had to talk to people, find out things about the game. Yo, where do I get Lapras? Oh, it's a cave at 5 p.m. on a Friday. Right. What? Where'd you get that? Oh, I have the strategy guide. Your mom has enough money to buy you a strategy guide? Yes.
Remember, it wasn't out. It was GameStop wasn't out back then. So you had to really know things and know people, bro. So what I liked about Gen 5, that was the introduce of breeding, right? Breeding.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't breed on Gen 1. And that was the introduction
of... They still had the daycare, but it wasn't...
Right, they had the daycare for you to train up, but you couldn't breed, though. Mm-hmm. So Gen 2 was the introduction of breeding, shiny, because the Gyarados, and it's fucking Scizor, bro. Scizor changed the fucking game, bro. What I liked about Gen 2 was they nerfed, because man, Gen 1, if you had Alakazam, you was pretty much being every, like Psychic was just OP, and then Gen 2 was just nope, dark type, and then they finally made a good bug type by the name of fucking Heracross. Oh my God. With that Mega Horn. And he was just Heracross is good, bro. He was hard to get, but Heracross is OP. He was busted, bro.
Also, Psychic, Gen 1, wasn't it bugged to where Ghost didn't affect Psychic or something? Like, I thought it was misprogrammed, dude. Like, Ghost wasn't super against Psychic in Gen 1.
No, I think you could do a nice shade in. Nah, they was nah.
Or yeah, maybe it was just like the moves. There was nothing.
It was
like it was. Remember,
so
there was no move to be super.
Just like
physical.
Just like Dragon type. Dragon type. All they had was Dragon Rage, bro.
Yeah,
that was all they had. There was no other move for Dragon moves. But man, Gen 2 was just the time to be alive. So give me your top 5.
Top 5 Gen 2 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Lugia is my favorite Pokemon of all time.
I know. Of course.
Typhlosion is my second favorite Pokemon of all time, so those two are free. We still have Porygon family. Ampharos, everyone fucking loves Ampharos.
Ampharos is probably my favorite Gen 2 Johto Pokemon.
He's shaped like a friend. You find him, you have a friend in your adventure, and it just feels awesome.
And he gonna get you through the Elite Four too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, I just looked it up. Battle properties, Gen 1, Ghost was no effect on Psychic.
So it was just bug only.
Yeah. And there was no bug coverage, so it was like Pin Missile.
Yeah, but see, I
thought there was something weird about Psychic.
The dude I was telling you about for Gen 1 who had all the Pokemon, he had Alakazam, and this other dude beat him one time because he had a Jolteon. And Jolteon, he had a bug move that he learned. He learns a bug move with Gen 1, Pin Missile. And he's faster than Alakazam. He used to just murder him, bro. I missed the league table days. Like we used to literally go to school, and this would be like 10 of us, and like we had like 4 league cables. Everybody would just battle before school starts, and then after school, it was just a thing back then. Like Pokemon was just goated back then, bro. That's why I say, like, if you Gen 4 and back, you just spoil because you don't understand. When you started playing, you had internet, you had YouTube, you had everything based. You had held items. Everything was just perfect for you now.
Yeah.
You wasn't there from the start. You'll never understand this. That fucking foul corrupt data, bro. That shit's crushed my heart, bro.
I actually replaced the battery to like bring it back.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that. But when you replace the battery, do you still keep your saved data?
Yeah. Because the reason why it corrupts is it can't read the clock, and then that just like causes some weird shit.
Oh, I never knew that, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm still happy it happened though, because that when that happened, I just tried a new starter, start all over. When the corrupt file come again, I just try the grass starter.
It could also just be a different kind of corruption where like, it's gone.
Yeah,
some unlucky stuff happened for sure.
Yeah, trust me, I remember those days. Yeah. You still got one more though. I thought you was going to say Tyranitar.
No,
Yeah,
Dunsparce.
over
Dunsparce is awesome.
Tyranitar?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Pokemon Stadium 2, Tyranitar was a dog. He was a beast, bro. I thought you was gonna say Tyranitar as much as you cover him all the time.
Well, that's because he's just good. Competitive.
Well, why you
fun in there.
why you like what's called it so much though? Why you got him at number 5?
Dunsparce?
Yeah.
He's just a cool little bro, dude. Look at him.
That's the little yellow one, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, with the little pointy tail.
Yeah, and little wings.
Yeah, he's
just silly. I love him.
I get it. I get it. Umbreon was
Umbreon's cool.
Umbreon's cool too. He was very bulky, but he wasn't really strong like that.
I liked Espeon more growing up.
Yeah, I love Espeon. Espeon is still being used to this day.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
not as much. Like, I think the power creep came in where it's like, yeah, you can't have a 110 speed anymore. And Umbreon's out bulked. It's crazy.
Yeah, you got a point there. I
also like Smeargle, his little hat.
Smeargle was fuck. I ain't gonna lie, you put me on that Smeargle back in Omega Ruby after Sapphire. That Smeargle Dark Void was just so fucking OP, bro. Oh my god, dog. So yeah, Gen 2, the best game ever. Still to this day, like why they just don't make another game where you can get like more badges? Why it just got to be 8 and then you fight the Elite Four, then you done, bro? Like that's what made Gen 2 the best. You go back to Kento, so it's basically Gen 2 is Gen 2 and Gen 1 at the same time. That's why it can never be a game better than that. That's just how
you fight Red, and it's like the craziest battle you're never ready for.
Right? Oh yeah, never. No matter how much you beat the Elite Four, you just got to have the right Pokemon
Still
at the
10
right
levels
time.
under. What's this?
Yeah, that Pikachu level 81 was just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, huh?
They program them that high? That's not real.
So I had an argument like a month ago with these dudes, right? Like I understand that Red is not Ash, but he's Ash though, right?
Yeah.
He's Ash. So
the main character is the main character.
That's it. And they say, oh, he's not Ash, he's da-da-da. And I say, bro, this is why I got him at. I said, so Gary is not blue? And they was like, no. So I said, that's why I got you at. That's if you saying that Ash is not red and that Gary is blue, then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because when you watch the little things in the show, like when he's going through the Elite Four, and remember, I think it's the third trainer, the lady with the ghost Pokemon. And she's like, I liked your grandfather back in the day, which is Professor Oak. So that's confirmed that is Gary, because Gary is Professor Oak's grandson. Mm-hmm. So who else could that be that? Oh, Red beat him. Nigga, that's Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town. Mm-hmm. How is that not Ash? But they will argue you down all day. Oh, if you read the manga, that's not Ash. They don't dress the same. Bro, he has the same exact Pokemon. He's from Pallet Town. That's Ash Ketchum, my nigga.
Just like how Blue is a little different than Gary on like his team and how everything comes together. It's like it's the same character though.
Yeah, he looks exactly the same. Exactly. And he's from Pallet Town. So
yeah. And also just like the gameplay of Gen 2 hits so much different. The music, perfection. Yes. You get that night theme in there.
Give me your top 5 soundtracks of the cities.
Oh, man.
All time. Top 5.
Ecruteak City.
Yes. Gen 2, right? That's the Yes.
Yeah. That's a real peaceful one.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
But I mean, like, you just keep saying, like, give me top 5 this, give me top 5 that. Man,
it's hard. I know it's hard, bro. I know
the themes are just so good. Like, Champion Battle in Gen 2 is better than the other Champion Battle.
That's when they go dun 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 dun.
Well, yeah, it's one that builds up like dun 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 dun.
Yeah. Nah.
So that's the one that really kicks. But then like any of the route themes from Generation 1 are so memorable. And like you hear that, you're like, oh yes, that's neuron activation straight up.
So Pallet Town don't get his flowers. No.
I think when you see like all the good music, Pallet Town is classic. But I think like you just run into more like inspiring themes throughout the rest of the series.
Ooh, I got Pallet Town number 1, bro. That shit just always hit at home.
But then like also the battle themes have gotten so good. Because we have Penny's theme, which just goes straight into hardstyle, and I'm like, that's the coolest shit. The gym theme from Sword and Shield. My favorite battle theme, Gen 8, the Calyrex one.
The Calyrex 2.
Oh, yeah.
When they go, dun, 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 dun,
Is that the one that has like the howling in the background too?
Nah, not that one.
Oh, no, you said Calyrex. Yeah, I thought you said Eternatus.
The Calyrex one.
Yeah,
They go,
yeah, the Calyrex one. Yeah.
But Gen 8, I don't understand why people hate Gen 8, bro. That shit was goated.
Yeah, I love the Eternatus one where it's like, that
one was good too. That one was good too.
Because then you're having like your hero moment at the end of the anime, and then like the fucking wolf Pokemon are howling in the background. It just starts popping off. But then Gym Theme's best one, Gen 8.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I feel you though. I feel you.
How do you not just give it to like that sick techno?
You're right. Wait, new Barktown don't get his flowers?
Oh, bro, you said a top 5, and
I know it's hard.
I just had to list like 10 of just like already good.
All right, yeah. I know. I had to make it hard for you, bro, because it's really a tough decision. Yeah, it's really a tough decision. I got Pallet. My top 3, I'm gonna just say Pallet Town, New Barktown, and Little Root Town was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
And that was another thing about like how Gen 3 was just different. Where like you have all these other Pokemon coming in, but they still feel like Pokemon. It's brighter.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Gen 3 was the last? I feel like Gen 3 was the last peak of Pokemon for a while. Right?
Yeah.
Because
I enjoyed Gen 4, but it wasn't an increase. It didn't go up with Gen 4. It kind of like stayed the same, but also tired out a little bit.
Right.
And then X and Y was the renaissance to me. X and Y was like, wait, everyone's playing Pokemon again? Hell yeah.
Yes. Bro, that Mega Evolutions was just, oh man. That shit changed. I don't understand why they ain't bring it back after Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. They never brought it back when they could have just been.
No, they did in Sun and Moon. You had Megas in Sun and Moon.
Oh yeah, you're right. They did have Megas.
Yeah, but like Gen 8, Let's Go. Well, no, they did it for Let's Go. So like it's only Gen 8, Gen 9.
They did it for Let's Go. They did do it.
I mean, at that point, like as a developer, how obligated do you feel to drag a feature along?
Right, man. I mean, but man, Mega. I never heard nobody complain about Mega Evolutions though, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Never. I think in retrospect they're overrated. Now, like in battle,
as far as what though?
Like as a theme, really cool, but things you only get one. So like Mega Houndoom doesn't exist as a Pokemon. You're never going to see it in battle. No one cares about it. Everyone, like 20 other Megas are better. Mega Garchomp is a downgrade, just like objective downgrade in every form.
So you'll take Dynamax over Mega Evolutions because you only get 3 turns. Yeah, you can boost your team stats, but you only
any Pokemon. Any Pokemon can do whatever you want now. Right. Like now that Pokemon that would otherwise get one shot doesn't get one shot, uses a move, buffs its stats, and is now competitive.
Yeah, I love Dynamax. I'm not gonna lie, Dynamax was just OP, bro. I didn't like the 3 turns, but Dynamax.
You got to have all, but like it had to balance it somehow, and then like you used it to counter your opponent's Dynamax. I think it added a lot of really cool angles to the battle, but then that was too complex for Smogon, so you got to ban it.
Man, they should have banned Zacian. Was just OP, bro.
It's restricted legendary. Box legendary is always banned.
Yeah, but the thing is, remember, like when the tournament got like to the higher numbers.
Yeah, GS Cup.
You can use them. Remember, it was to a point you can use 3 restricted Pokemon.
I don't remember 3.
It was 3.
I thought GS Cup was 2.
Nah, Sword and Shield. I think the last one before Scarlet came out, it was you could have 3 restricts. I remember because I had Spectria. I'm sorry, I had Calyrex, I had Kyogre, and I had Xerneas with Indeedee, Rillaboom, and Incineroar.
That's too silly for me.
Yeah, I remember. And then before that, it was 2 restrictions.
Yeah. That's why when I saw like Calyrex, Shadow Rider, or all the Rider forms, I'm like, I am done. I'm skipping GS Cup. This does not exist.
Yeah, I remember when you first covered Shadow Rider, and I was like, bro, no way Game Freak did this, bro.
But also Gestation. Gestation's insane. Like you can't have. Now I skipped, brain wiped. The last season of Gen 8 doesn't exist. I'll believe you. There's 3. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
Facts. I feel like Gen 9 is probably like the best all around for competitive battling because this is the thing, right? When you play Pokemon as long as you do, you just know Pokemon. You understand the speed tiers. You understand what can hit you, what can one shot you. You understand like, all right, you got this team. I got my team. I know what you finna do. You know what I'm finna do. But what changed the game for Gen 9 is the terror types. Because you don't know what terror type this Pokemon has. And they can unleash it on you. It can be a surprise. And next thing you know, you lost. That's why I feel like man, Gen 9 shouldn't get the disrespect that it gets. Because Gen 9 is just an awesome fucking Pokemon
it's also
game,
like
bro.
really complex skill expression there too, because you have yours. Like, am I going to go for the 1% Terra type that no one does, that synergizes with my unique moveset that is only possible under these circumstances? That's really creative. But then also for the opponent, where it's like, there's a 90% chance he's going to go Terra Flying right now. I can throw the ice move, and it's like predicting a switch, but even harder. So you have a lot of ways you can respond.
Oh, you know what? I'm surprised we didn't say Lavender Town for themes.
That it's a really good theme, but it's not like I'm gonna listen to it kind of theme.
Yeah, it's just you know when you're in Lavender Town when you hear it though. It's very noticeable. Yeah, but it's not in my top 5 though. But a lot of people love Lavender Town. A lot of people. What about you not a fan of Celadon City?
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like when you get into all the towns and all the routes, Gen 1's good.
No.
You can't put it in top 5.
I had to make it hard for you. All right. So what about as far as the anime things? You feel like got to catch them all? I got to be the best one out of all of them.
I love the Johto theme. The first one.
It's a whole new world that we live. Yeah. That was peak. Because I never forget when Kento ended. When you know it's crazy. Oh, who is Gary your favorite rival, or is it the one from Gen 2 with the red hair?
Gen 2, Silver.
Yeah, that's.
Have you figured it out yet? Do you know my name?
It's come to find out that was Giovanni's son the whole time. Mm-hmm. And it made sense because every time you see you, he always be talking about Team Rocket.
And then the Pokemon Adventures manga.
Right.
Also super hyped there. But no, like Verlisify is an anagram for silver. It's right there on screen. You can just look at it.
I get it.
So we got Silver, favorite game, favorite rival, Lugia, favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, you Gen 2 out. I should just be. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I should just be Gen 1 out, bro. But I had to come to my sisters and just be like, bro, Gen 2 is basically Gen 1 and Gen 2 at the same time. So it just has to be the best Pokemon game, bro. It just has to.
And there's so much other good stuff in Gen 2.
So much, bro. We ain't even get into it. I don't even know what when it comes to Gen 2, bro. I don't even know where to start at, bro. It's like that shit was just very good. Like they just need to make a remake, bro. Like it's you don't know nobody at Game Freak, bro. You could just call this. Hey man, listen, man.
Yeah. If I could, everyone would be banned. We'd have no problems in Pokemon.
Oh man.
We missing like all we need is Let's Go Heart Gold Soul Silver. Done. Best games ever. I could die the day after completing them and be happy. What's your definition of just give me the best Pokemon game ever? What's your definition of it? Let's Go Heart Gold Soul Silver. You do all the Heart Gold Soul Silver stuff, and then you make it Let's Go mechanics, keep catch combos and all like that great gameplay loop in. Fine, have a toggle between go catching and regular catching. Done. You keep all the battle facilities. You keep the Safari Zone. Perfection.
My perfection of a Pokemon game is, man, Pokemon. Just give me Pokemon Stadium 3, bro.
Battle Revolution 2 preferred.
Or over Pokemon Stadium 3.
Yeah,
I don't know about that, man. Yo, you had the 64 back in the day. You had Pokemon Stadium 2 with the expansion pack, right?
Yeah.
Bro, come on, bro. What?
Yeah, but Battle Revolution was like.
Yeah, it was
the fattest upgrade. Poketopia, I wanted to live there. That's the dream. Whenever I open up a Minecraft server, I call it Poketopia.
And then you could play online and everything.
That was like the first live online battle.
That was the Wii, right? The Wii U?
Or
the
Wii, just the Wii.
The Wii, yeah.
2007 online live Pokemon battles for Gen 4.
They took it up a notch, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game was missing on features, but I love the atmosphere more than Stadium.
I just feel like give me Pokemon Stadium 3 with Gens 1 through 9. Give us what we could battle all the gym leaders from Gen 1 to Gen 9, how they did it back then with the gym leaders. Give us doubles, singles, and triple battles with the Pokemon games I used to have, the little mini games. Give us instead of the lab, just give us the Pokebank right there so we can just transport through there. And man, I'm good with it. I could die tomorrow happy. Like I could die knowing that if that game ever comes out, I'm not coming outside again. And I stay in Miami. There's a lot of things to do down here, but I'm not coming outside probably for like a year or two if that game ever comes out, bro. Ever.
And that could also just be like the big accessibility. Everyone come in and play Pokemon again, and then you don't have to do any crazy story stuff. You just go online and learn how to play Pokemon. That's why I've won forever.
Yeah, man. I think, but if any game going to bring the community back together, it's got to be Gen 2, though. I think that'll just bring everybody back out.
I have no faith in the community. Shit's too bad, dude.
No, it is. It is, man. I'm with you when you're right, bro. You're right. All right. So, let's just go to Gen 3. Top 3 favorite Gen Pokemon.
Let's see. Gen 3 favorites. I gotta pull up the list to like really come through on that one. Make sure I don't miss anyone. Like growing up, I thought Trico evolutionary line was really cool.
Yeah, I feel like
I've got to like others.
Yeah, I feel like Gen 3 has the best starters all time, right? There's not even close, right? That's my opinion. Gen 3.
It's a strong case.
Because that was the first Pokemon game where you could really get the grass type before the fire type and the water type, and I won't feel bad about it.
I like Gen 7 starters more.
I ain't gonna lie, Gen 7 was crazy too, though. Gen 7 was crazy too. I'm not gonna lie. That's Incineroar and all of them, right?
Yeah.
Incineroar, right. Oh, Rillaboom. Oh, no, that's not right. That's Incineroar. The fairy one, the fairy looking one.
Primarina,
and the bird owl looking one.
Yeah. Dude, Incineroar's so fucking cool.
He is, but over. Oh, you'll take him over Sceptile?
Gotta. It's just such an insane aesthetic. Uses the vines as the bow and launches arrows with its feathers.
All right.
Got a hoodie. He's cool.
All right, I give you that. All right,
so yeah, Gen 3. I always thought Snorunt was cool.
Snorunt.
The back half of the Pokedex is pretty
Snorunt
awesome.
design was just for, bro, Pete, especially the shiny. Pete, bro.
And then Gen 4, Frostlass is awesome. Yeah, like Salaman's cool. Latios, really cool. I like Kyogre over Groudon. Yeah, again, just giving a top is hard, but
not even close.
Dusclops really cool. Like when they did the first episode of the anime and Duskull like gets in the way of May, I'm like, this gen's just gonna hit.
I remember on Gen 1 when after Ash lost the Pokemon League and they just stopped showing commercials, Pokemon stopped coming on. I just remember everybody was just sad because we thought Pokemon was done. And then like a month later, so you want to be a master of Pokemon? So it was the Orange Islands, and it was like, bro, like Pokemon is back. I just remember everybody just happy, like, yo, Orange Island was peak, bro. Come on,
Orange Island's great.
Orange Island was fucking peak. Kingler was OP. Snorlax was OP. Lapras was OP. Tauros was OP. Like Orange Island was peak, bro.
And that's that's when Ash got his due as champion.
Yes.
We actually need to like go back into like all that revisionist stuff. Be like, actually, no. Ash was champion then. He had to take his licks in Gen 1. It all came together. Never mind. First anime's goated. Calm down.
Facts. And then I remember when Orange Island ended, it was like everybody's backside again because like, damn, he got us all back from the 4 islands. He beat Drake. I'm not gonna lie. Pikachu versus Dragonite was peak.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's like David versus Goliath. It's impossible. Yeah. Only Ash could do it.
Yeah, he pulled it off. And I just remember everybody was just like, damn, no more Pokemon. Y'all ain't been hearing that. And then like 3 months later, it's a whole new world. Then Johto came out. Johto changed the game. But once you see
what I love about Johto is just the whimsy of it all.
Yes.
You feel good.
And then you seen Oho, which was the first Pokemon you see in the first episode, and everybody's like, "Who the fuck is that?" And it was like, "Oh, so this is actually a Pokemon. It's Oho." And Gen 2 was just fun, bro.
Yeah,
Gen 2 was the time to be alive. And then when Gen 3 came out for the Hoenn League, Gen 3 was peak too. I love Gen. Me personally, Gen 3, the intro is my favorite Pokemon intro.
I believe it.
The one to be like a kid from Pallet Town with a brand new world to see. That's my favorite Pokemon.
That's
intro.
one where it just keeps going. Where it's like they still nailed it. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Gen 1 to Gen 3 intros, all of them just peak. Every last one of them. But then
the second Johto one's really good.
Oh yeah, it's about the one to say Pokemon. Peak.
We already talked about Gen 3 and like it was just a different vibe, but it was still Pokemon. Where like every Pokemon encountered, I'm like, you're new, but I like you. You know, Pelipper's cool. We got Zigzagoons running around. Everything's all bright and happy, and you're just going through the adventure, and you're just like,
Gen 2 is
Pokemon still. How did they do it a third time?
Right. Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, Gen 3. That's when abilities got introduced. Yeah, man, Gen 3 was just awesome, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They went a different direction a little bit, but it was still a Pokemon for sure. Yeah. What I liked about Gen 3 the most was Emerald. When Emerald came out, Blue and Red was good, but the third one that always come out was being the best one because Red and Blue was good, but Yellow better than both of them. Gold and Silver is good, but Crystal was better than both of them. And then Ruby and Sapphire came out, and then Emerald came out. What made Emerald better than Ruby and Sapphire is because you train, you beat the Elite Four, you win. And then you do it up after that. You catch more Pokemon, you breed, and then it's like, damn, what to do after this? You get bored. But when Emerald came out with the Battle Tower, that shit just changed.
That was the whole Battle Frontier.
Yes, that shit changed the game because now you actually have something to do every day on Pokemon. You could you got hell items. You could EV train. You could do everything.
And then there's all the different things where it's like, oh, this facility, I have no fucking clue how to do that. So I was just relearning the game.
Yes. Doubles. They had doubles on that. Oh yeah, that was the introduce of doubles. Was Gen 3 too.
Yeah.
Double battles. Yeah, I mean I love Gen 3, man. That was the last peak of Pokemon.
I didn't play Emerald. That was too expensive. You know, you get Sapphire, Ruby Sapphire. It's like that's it. I know of Emerald. I'm familiar, but again, it's like $40 can't. Not on top of all the other games you got. And by the time you get a hold of it, $60. You know, that sold out instantly.
With the tax and everything, yeah. Well,
also just upcharge. That sold out, immediately goes 60 on like launch almost. Or by the time you realize like, oh, I'm done with Ruby Sapphire. Emerald's been out for a few months. Let me pick it up. Never mind.
I think on Emerald you can catch Groudon and Kyogre, right? If I'm not mistaken, or no?
I didn't play it.
Damn, I think you could catch both on them, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know on Crystal you could catch on Lugia and Oho, right?
No, you get Lugia owns Gold Silver.
On both?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm tripping. You're right.
Yeah. Go back to the tower, boom, he's a little
I'm tripping. Yeah, it's been so long, bro. You get Lugia in the cave, you get Oho in the little city.
Yeah, that post game on Gold Silver is wild. Too much.
Right. But yeah, man, I feel like Emerald was the best because you had something after you beat the Elite Four and you breed and you do all you want to do. The Battle Tower could last you forever because you could do singles, you could do doubles, that's when you kind of learn how to battle competitively because the computers was hard to beat, bro. Like once you win like the 6 in a row, it started getting hard. Like
you need EVs.
And you need the right hell items. You need everything for Gen 3 on that Battle Frontier. I didn't really like Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, and Reggie Steel like that. They didn't really hit like that for me.
I think they were just like so weird. It was like, ooh, this is different.
I like their designs.
Yeah,
but their stats was.
That too much of a difference. Was like, well, it's all special defense and I fold to physical, or all defense and I fold to special, and then Reggie Steel's too balanced.
But Latios though was.
Yeah,
nice.
That was cool.
Yeah,
and the movie. Oh, the fourth movie is so good.
Oh, that's what I meant to ask you. What's your favorite?
Not the fourth, fifth.
What's your favorite Pokemon movie of all time?
Got to be 2000.
I knew you was gonna say 2000.
Yeah, of course. Lugia's my favorite Pokemon.
No. But I can't put 2000 over the first movie though. The one, man. Come on,
first one's great. Yeah.
Come on, Ash gave Mewtwo the hands. He gave him the hands. But nah, Pokemon 2000 probably the best one. I'm not gonna lie. That was definitely.
Yeah.
So then now we go to Gen 4. And this is when Pokemon went a whole different direction, and a lot of new people under our age started playing Pokemon. And I'm gonna be real, even though I'm not a big Gen 4 fan, I understand why people say Gen 4 is the best, and that's why I don't like to argue, because now you got you go from the Game Boy Nintendo to the Game Boy Color to the Game Boy Advance to the Game Boy SP, no internet, link cables, to the Game Boy SP. Well, you finally got internet now.
You got GTS. Crazy.
Now you got the memory card. Now you don't have to worry about corruption files. And so I understand. That's why I say if you Gen 4 back, you spoil. So I understand, like, when people be like, oh, I started with Gen 4 the best. Okay, I give you that. I understand it, but it's not the best. It's
you say anything but Gen 5, and I'm not going to argue with you on
right, facts. If Gen 5 and Legends, I'm gonna keep quiet. I keep quiet. I mean, Gen 4 was all right. It was. I give it out of 1 through 10. I give it like a 6.5. What you say?
I give it a 7. I give it a 7.5. The mid of like upper mid.
Platinum. I give Platinum a 7.5. But Diamond and Pearl 6.5. I'm sorry.
No, Platinum buffed Hypnosis to 70%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that loses half a point. Immediate mistake. You can't have that, dude. Gengar's not allowed to throw a 70% Hypnosis at you.
Yeah. What especially with Wild Lens, it goes up to what, like 77, 80 or something like that? Yeah.
77, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's a sleep powder now. No, you can't. That's not how balance works.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, the Pokemon I like there. Rotom's awesome. Dude possessing all that shit.
You the reason to this day I still use Rotom. When I got Omega Ruby Sapphire, and I didn't understand how busted Rotom was. The square one. Oh my god, that dude is fucking busted, bro.
Let's see. Frostlass is awesome. That was always one of my favorite Pokemon.
Awesome.
Porygon Z, Drifblim, Togekiss.
You love Porygon, bro. You love Porygon.
Such a weird
I know. But I don't know. When it comes to normal types, I'm more of a like Snorlax type person. Because man,
Snorlax is awesome. Snorlax is one of my signature Pokemon.
Yeah. I still use it to this day.
Good.
With the Chesto Resto, with the stockpile. You know, and now you don't even have to get it from Munchlax to evolve to learn stockpile.
Yeah, bro, like that's why I won like every Pokemon battle in Generation 4. I was the kid at school where it's like he's never lost and he said, you know, one of those things. Like, no, that was actually me. Where like you come up against me, you don't even know how to breed or egg move, and my Snorlax has stockpile and gets triple defenses. You clueless. You lost. It's over.
You had the belly drum with it, bro.
Yeah. But not before power creep, so you could actually get away with that.
So, but did you ever come across like you all right? You get the 3 stockpiles off, then you do you get the belly drum off. You do Chesto Resto. Now, did you ever come to a standstill? You try to do a body slam, but you got a ghost type and you lost.
Always crunch.
Oh yeah, you're right. You always said use crunch just because of that. I remember now.
No immunities. I'd rather lose to a crit than lose to a ghost or something weird.
Got you.
Yeah.
Gen 4. You don't like Garchomp though for Gen 4?
He's all right. I like Hippowdon more. Hippowdon grew on me super hard. Spiritoon's always been.
Hippowdon was. Yeah, Hippowdon. Yeah.
I like Gastrodon too. Another stockpile abuser.
Yes, Gastrodon is with that drain, water drain ability, bro.
Yeah, Storm Drain.
OP.
It's got recover, toxic, storm drain, stockpile. You do whatever you want.
Skull. Yeah, whatever you want. So people need to understand why don't you like? I'm gonna just let you say it. Why don't you like Pokemon Legends?
The list goes on. So like, the weird thing about Pokemon Legends is I feel like I was the only person in the Pokemon community that read the website and that was explaining how the game works. That on the website, it said, catching a Pokemon just once will not be enough to fill its dex. I was like, that just sounds like the worst gameplay possible. And I would say that, and then everyone in the Pokemon community called me a liar for reading the website, which is also hypocritical. It's like, wait, you're defending this game. You say this is the best game ever. I tell you a fact about the game, and you hate that fact so much you have to hate me. Doesn't add up.
Nah,
That doesn't add up.
Yeah,
So then,
bro.
like, just everything about it. So, like, all right. So that gameplay loop, tedious as fuck. The crafting, really cool. I'm happy to see crafting in Pokemon. We just got Cramomatic, so we already had crafting in Pokemon. Not a new feature. That's another thing I hate. Everyone's like, oh, it's the first open world Pokemon game. Objectively not open world.
Nah,
You're
it's not.
gated in the city, and you
Yeah,
have to
you
choose
gated.
your area. It's
That's
open
why,
area.
that's why I stopped playing it, because you got to catch a whole bunch of Pokemon over and over and over to even go to the next level. That's not open world. Open world is Gen 9, where you can do whatever you want. You
Yeah,
not
and then they're like, well, it's the first open area Pokemon game. Sword and Shield,
Well,
and
it still
the
was.
DLC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
so
DLC.
that's what I mean. Like that's why these idiots don't understand anything about what they're saying. They don't understand like how Arceus is implementing it in a worse iteration, because you're always crafting April balls. You're always crafting, getting pulled out of the gameplay loop, where it's just like throw a Pokeball. Oh wait, the catch rate is artificially low because the game is garbage and needs artificial difficulty barriers. Oh, it spikes into the ground even though you're auto targeting because the game's just buggy mess. And then like, oh, there goes my 20 Pokeballs. I caught 2 Pokemon of the 50 I need for the Pokedex upgrade. Now I have to bang 20 rocks. It just, there's nothing enjoyable about it. And then the story. Everyone's like, oh, Let's Go sucks because you're on a rail. Sun and Moon sucks because you're on a rail. Sword and Shield's linear. And then Arceus, you're not allowed to play the game for the first 3 hours.
Yeah, Sun and Moon. I like the Sun and Moon though, right? It wasn't bad. It was like,
but that's what people are saying. People are saying because like Rotom would always just be like, well, you have to go here, and that's kind of a straight line. It's like, yeah, like Pokemon Sun and Moon's pretty linear. Not terrible, but
it's in between.
Yeah,
Not
that's
too
why
bad.
people still hate it for that. They still didn't like that it was still on a rail.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I take Sun and Moon over Gen 5 and Legends any fucking day.
Yeah, of course, but I'm talking about what the idiots are saying.
Yeah.
So they say that, but I'm like, you have 2 tutorials in Pokemon Legends. It's so awful they do the same tutorial twice where you catch a starter and then you have to catch a wild Pokemon.
What pissed me off was when Legends came out. Because I think Legends came out right after Diamond Pearl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it came out like January, February. So I was like, all right, I get to buy Diamond and Pearl in November. And then Legends about to come out. And the hype looked so good on the commercial. And then I played it. When I played like the first hour of it, I was happy. And then like once I started progressing in it, I said, this is probably the worst Pokemon game ever, bro. And I was pissed.
How are you happy the first hour? You're not allowed to do anything. You do the starter thing. You have 20 million lines of dialogue.
I was trying to understand it, and I liked it a little bit, like the Typhlosion.
All right, so you're like, oh, I see this world. The world buildings are.
It took it back in the day, and I was like, all right, cool. And then an hour later, that shit pissed me off.
Yeah, but then it's like you catch Pokemon, send you back to town. You catch another one, you do the deck, send you back to town, and then it's like, bro, let me play the game. You walk 5 steps, you can't go that way because you haven't filled up enough decks yet.
Yeah, you got to catch the same Pokemon over 100 times, over and over and over. And then you only could trade. You only could trade on that. You can't even battle.
No multiplayer.
Yeah, that shit fucking. Nah.
But also, since I know everything about Pokemon, I've been following since Gen 1. I played Diamond and Pearl more than any other game. Like I played Diamond and Pearl more than like Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver up to that time because that was when I first got competitive. So I had 3,000 hours in Diamond and Pearl or something ridiculous, or at least all of Gen 4. My Diamond and Pearl was 999, my Heart Gold, Soul Silver was 999, and then you just keep doubling that because it took a long time back then, and I had boxes of actual somewhat competitive Pokemon. Not perfect IVs because not possible, but actually like bred with the power item. I bred with the power item. I tried to like at least get 25 IVs, something decent. I would keep breeding it until the judge would say, your Pokemon's all right. So that's what I mean. I have more time in that. So like I understand Sinnoh mythology. You go to the library and you read the lore. And then you go to Pokemon Legends, like it was never called Hisui. It was never called this. It never had these interactions. We already know how Arceus created the world and Sinnoh and all the legendaries and how the spirits gave, or like, Uxie, Mesprit and stuff, how they gave emotions to people. We also know about the April Balls from Gen 2, the goat generation, and Kurt. So how does Kurt's family interact? Also, if the professor is from a different region and he's bringing the Pokeball technology, that means every other region is more developed than Hisui, so why do we give a fuck? The lore is just crap. It's a fanfic. It conflicts with everything. There is no story to Pokemon Legends, objectively. The gameplay loop is awful. The story is awful. It's on a rail more than any of the games. And then you're just constantly pulled out of the immersion by stupid shit because the game's artificially difficult. Like I lined it up to where like there was a Geodude in a hole somewhere, I was like, I'm going to snipe this Geodude with like the perfect max range Pokeball throw, and then I'm going to like try to get a little bit of a skip here. It hit it, the Geodude reacted, and then the ball fizzled because I was too far away. So why would you program something to where if I'm in range, if the ball and the physics will allow me to hit this angle, why do I get no reward for it? Also, I fought one of like the angry red Pokemon, like the Red Eyes angry alpha Pokemon or whatever, and I got it down to red bar. It was the Parasect. I got Parasect down to red bar. I had it like all set up. I threw like 20 Pokeballs at it, using all my resources to keep like my level 15 Pokemon alive to this level 30 beast. And it just didn't catch. I'm like, at some point, the catch rate should be forgiving enough to where, like, I earned this. I did enough to where I feel like I absolutely earned this catch. And the game said no because artificial bullshit.
Oh, man. Legends is, man. I don't even want to talk about Legends no more, but I terrible that game.
That's fair. You just wanted me to give a list, and there's your list.
Yeah, that shit just terrible, bro. Like, and I'm not gonna lie. Gen 5 is God tier compared to Legends, right?
I wouldn't say God tier.
Yeah, but
I don't have enough respect for Gen 5 to even give it that.
But compared to how bad Legends is, though, bro,
I'll say it's playable.
All right, definitely playable. Definitely. Another thing, man, was you put me on that Slurpuff strategy. Oh my God. Yo, for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I was torching people, bro.
Yeah. It just wins.
It wins, bro. They nerfed it with when Gen 8 though. They nerfed them.
Because you couldn't play it.
Huh?
It was transfer only because they removed Belly Drum, right?
Yeah, was it Belly Drum got removed? No. Return. Yeah, I think Return too.
Well, they also removed Return, but like you just straight like you could transfer Belly Drum, but you couldn't use it online.
Yeah,
it wasn't an egg move anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't
like
an egg
free battle 6v6 some kid. Yeah, you could still beat him up with the Slurpuff.
They got to bring it. They got to bring slow. You think they're gonna bring National Dex for Gen 9 or nah? No.
I don't think so. Like, I like we're going to Switch 2 this year, 2024. It's got to be, right?
It's confirmed though. It's been floating around for a while, but nobody's
not confirmed. But I feel like when you look at the lifespan, I think the biggest reason why Nintendo wants to go to Switch 2 is because of all the hacking. They want new hardware. They're not just going to upgrade their Nintendo Switch to like the OLED or the handheld or whatever, or the mini. So like they just need an entirely new platform, entirely new game systems, and then no more hacking. Because the only reason the Switch is broken is because they used the early gen NVIDIA chip on the first couple ones.
Oh.
So if they just start fresh and it's like 100% locked out, there's no hacking on the Switch too.
At all.
I think there's a lot of incentive for them to just speed it up and get it going.
So it's a way that if let's just say this on Switch 2 come out, a new Pokemon game come out, if they use new servers and everything, it'll stop hacking 100%.
Well, it's not servers, it's the chip on the Switch. Like it can't be jailbroken, it can't be hacked if it's like a new modern chip that has no vulnerabilities.
Even as time go by, still won't be no hacking at all.
Well, there's still a chance that there's just no way of hacking it. Because I'm pretty sure you can't hack the OLED.
That'd be a
new chip.
Hey, I guarantee you, a lot of famous Pokemon tubers
I think the only thing is like you can still only hack like original day one Switches, like the 1.0.0 Switches before they did like the new chips and other firmware and stuff or something. That might not be true. Maybe it's gotten like a lot more accelerated, but at least the first couple of years on a fresh console, if there's no immediate vulnerability from because they used a known chip, they didn't make anything proprietary. So everyone's like, oh wait, we already know how to jailbreak this one, and Switch was already immediately cracked. So that was the problem. I think like even if it is like proprietary and takes a while, we got years of safety from cheating.
That's good.
And I think that's what Nintendo loses billions. The hundreds of millions of hacked, pirated games. So yeah, of course they have an incredible incentive to actually just rush it out into the next generation, I feel. I don't think we're getting like Pokemon Game 2024, but Pokemon Day is next month. We can find out.
You don't think we get one this year?
Well, I mean like Pokemon Game 2024 on Switch 2, no. Unless it is Battle Stadium 3. But that's like crazy hope. That's copium. I can't.
I mean, hey, once I seen it came out with Pokemon Snap, I'm thinking we might get a stadium, bro. I'm praying.
We need it on the next generation of
Oh
consoles.
yeah, not this. No, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, we have to get the
100%.
Switch 2 first, and then we get that. That could be a year and a half away.
But I feel like if they come out with a stadium, they have to give us the national index then, though, right? They have
Yeah,
to.
then yeah.
Okay, yeah, that'd be perfect, man. So you want to remake a Gen 2, and I won't.
Actually, yeah, that's actually like the perfect thing. We get Let's Go Johto this year, and then 2025 is Battle Stadium 3. Everything's accessible.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
Game Freak and Nintendo have to be allergic to money to not just do that fucking greatest idea. It's
one thing I can say about Pokemon, though, sometimes they don't give us what I want, but compared to other franchises like Call of Duty and 2K, like sometimes Pokemon, they give us what we want sometimes.
Yeah.
They're a little lenient when it comes to...
Or at least they spin it around where it's like they threw in the Cram-O-Matic and the Sword and Shield. Holy shit.
Right. When I seen Sword and Shield, I said, oh, yes, this is what I... Because I was happy with Let's Go. But when I seen the trailer for Sword and Shield, I said, I guarantee that Sword and Shield is going to sell more than everything except Gen 1. And I was right. Sword and Shield sold like, what, 28, 29?
25.
Right? Yeah, that's amazing, bro. Like, it showed you that everybody came back.
It was, I think it was the first generation or like series of games to sell $1 billion since Gen 1. Maybe Gen 2?
Jason.
I don't think Gen 2 hit $1 billion yet.
Once you see that Jason and the other one design, it's like, you got to buy it. Just take my money.
Dude, my favorite thing about how just like stupid the Pokemon community is, like there's wolves on the logo and they said it's not going to be wolf legendaries. Too obvious. Idiots.
Oh my God, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm just happy I just got somebody I could talk Pokemon with. Like, the thing is, I'm a pretty good Pokemon trainer. I could beat a lot of people, but it's just people who's just elite. You got to know the speed tiers. Like, you got to know the mathematics. Okay, this is you just got to, all those.
Yeah, the damage.
I don't think I could ever get to your level because with me, it's like, hold on, let me see something, and it's like, nah, but I'm still pretty good though.
Well, I think my playstyle has also helped that out a lot because I've been playing like tanks the entire time. I know a Pokemon that can take a hit instead of just like playing Jolteon, Gengar, and Garchomp my entire time, where it's like I always die to Ice Beam. I know no other damage calculations, and if it outspeeds my Jolteon, I lose the game. But for me, I'm like, okay, there's a 12% chance because I've been in this situation 15 times before that I can tank this and get my stockpile.
I respect how you switch it up this year because you start playing doubles and you playing singles. You was actually number one, right? You was number one in singles earlier this year, right? Or close to being number one in the master.
I was like, I think I got like top. I don't remember if it was 6th place or 16th.
That's still very fucking good. Out of the whole world,
hundreds of thousands of people playing.
Yeah, come on, like, bro. And then you beating people in Japan, so
that's against. Oh no, I got rank 1 NA. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
But it was still like top 20 or top 10 in the world, and then rank 1 NA.
And I understand why you went from doubles to singles, bro. Because that double shit is just too fucking much, bro.
It's also all the cheaters. It's also more dead scene. Like, there's less people on the doubles ladder, so it's less competitive. And then there's more cheating, and VGC is corrupt from the Pokemon Company, like I talked about earlier.
That's why I completely understand.
At least doubles has like a lot more engaging gameplay that people care about. Even 3v3 is more engaged than doubles 4v4. So I just found that to be a lot better.
I was watching you battle last night, man. You figured it out with Bumpy.
That's not talking about last night.
Yeah, but I mean, I mean, that's the Pokemon. You gonna have your days. Like that's
no. All my days are unlucky and bad though. It gets tiring after a while. I've lost more battles to a crit than I can count, where it's just like Snorlax is set up, stockpile, belly drum, 100% health. I can survive this close combat from Lucario, one-shot the rest of his team. Gone. Crit. Every time.
That's how it was.
I'll get crit like turn 5, where it's like, oh, crit's, 1 in 12 or 1 in 24 chance or 1 in 8 chance. Like turn 5, I'm getting crit early every battle. And it's like, nah. And it's like, I have 100% win con minus crit every time. Every loss in like Generation 4 was a crit.
That's how it was when I had Chansey back in the day, when I had defensive curl with minimize and my evasion is just crazy. And then one dynamic punch or one just close combat and I'm done just because of crit. You did all that stalking up, and it's just like, damn, bro, yeah, crits are bullshit. But it don't be bullshit when it go your favor though, so you can't complain.
But they almost never do, where it's like they're red bar and I get my crit. It's like that didn't matter. Why do I get the crit that doesn't matter? And then I'm like begging for a crit where it's like, please give me my 1 game back out of 50 that have been stolen. No crit.
Are you big on animes? Do you watch animes?
Yeah, I keeping up with Jujutsu Kaisen, caught up on that.
God.
I'm actually caught up to the manga.
I just had an argument with somebody about you, man. Listen, we argue all day about anime, bro. Let me just ask you this right now, and just be honest, bro, because I know you're not finna lie. If Jujutsu Kaisen didn't have Gojo, would you still watch it? You see how you got to think about that? You see how you got to think about that?
Because like, all right, if we get a replacement that's like 75% Gojo, I would tolerate it. It wouldn't be the goated series, but it'd be good. And then like the thing is, the actual like system, like the battle system and power scaling, it makes a lot of sense. All the curses. Yeah, and I found a lot of beauty in that, where it's like, oh wait, if you say your curse or like you say your technique, it makes it more powerful because you're disadvantaging yourself. Oh, well, that explains like 90% of the other anime where the bad guy's like, I'm going to give away my plan and then die immediately. Where it's like, well, that's always just the dumbest thing possible. And now you just created a crazy plot hole and I can't appreciate this anymore. But in Jujutsu Kaisen, it's like, I did that. And now it's more interesting. So at least it doesn't make it stupid.
I knew you was gonna say Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. I knew it, bro. This will make me start watching. I remember because I'm a big Black Clover fan. I'm sorry, I love Black Clover. So
I've just seen like highlights. I haven't watched.
Please watch it. Please watch Black Clover, bro. Please. So people started coming to the gym and they were like, "Oh, Juju's better than Black Clover." So I'm like, "What? Hell no!" So I watched the first season, and I'm not gonna lie, it's Jujutsu Kaisen is. It's a good anime, but if Gojo wasn't on that show, I wouldn't watch it. I just wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't even give it a chance.
High school everyone's just kind of like fumbling around. You got high school students. You know, you just got kids that are learning, and he's got to carry everything.
So you watch season 2? I didn't watch season 2 yet.
I watched season 2. I'm caught up on the manga. I know all the crazy shit that's going down.
So you got Juju in your top 5 new animes?
Top 5
new animes.
Oh, you say new? Yeah, new.
Yeah, new. Okay. What about all time new?
All times. Can't do an all time just like out of nowhere for the most part. Cause like
because you gonna forget.
This is great, but has a ton of filler. However, like the last 100 episodes of One Piece have all been peak, and then like you take all like the good stuff. So like One Piece is peaking at the end, which is a great place to do it.
Yes, I always tell people
Bleach is just ass pulls. Like I was watching.
You like Bleach?
No. I said it's all ass
pulls. Bro, I hate Bleach, bro.
Because I was watching the 1,000-Year Blood War because. They've been releasing 1,000-Year Blood War, and it's every episode is here's my thing, here's my counter, here's my thing, here's my counter. Oh no, and they'll do that. They'll just drag that out for like 20 sequences, and then the good guy wins.
Bleach is not even mid. That shit is ass cheeks, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, I always say One Piece. One Piece is my second favorite anime. Like if Pokemon never exists, like One Piece would be my favorite for sure.
And Pokemon's awesome. Dragon Ball Super, I love that one.
Can you let the people know that Dragon Ball Super is better than Dragon Ball Z? Or no? Thank you. Oh, Super! That tournament was peak, bro. That tournament was.
Didn't feel like there was too much bullshit.
No, the only thing I didn't like that they understood that Majin Buu was OP, so they wrote him out of the tournament because if he would have won the tournament, it wouldn't have been fair. But man, Super was peak. Are you on the manga? Did you see like what's going on right now?
No, I see like random like Facebook posts or Twitter threads, but that's too much for me to keep up with.
Yeah, so basically Frieza got a new form and he's stronger than everybody. He's damn near Beerus level. Gohan is the strongest right now out of all the good people. He got like some little gray form. He's OP. He's back like Cell 2 days. Like he's OP. Vegeta got a new form. Piccolo got a new form. So it's
keeping him relevant. Let's go.
Yeah, Piccolo, right?
Yeah.
I love Piccolo. So yeah, you say Super Pokemon.
One Punch Man's great. I'm keeping up with that manga.
You like One Punch Man?
Yeah.
It's all right.
I think it's fun because like you just wait to get like the ultimate nut of when Saitama finally does something. Well, that's it. You're just like, oh, the story's interesting. We got some cool stuff, and then Saitama's here. Nope, he's in not serious mode. Still not serious. And then you get like just God chapter of like, oh, now we're getting the story. So it gives you the good payoff.
All right,
and it's fun.
So that's 4.
Well, I'm not like actually ranking. I'm just.
You're not ranking. Oh, you just naming the ones you like. Oh,
I'm just listing off like, yeah. Can't have to spot it that hard.
Do you like isekai anime?
Yeah. The funny thing is, like now, I like old isekai anime because like I didn't realize until it became a thing with like all these like game, like the anime RPG ones where I was just like, wait a second, Inuyasha was my first isekai.
Isekai anime, right? What that meant. Right. Yeah. Well, wait, is Digimon would be considered?
Oh, you're right. Digimon is. That's like you don't understand these things when you're watching them, and then like it gets a new meaning or becomes more popular. Like, we were already doing that.
I think Inuyasha came out before Digimon, though, right?
Yeah, it had to have.
Right,
that's old.
Right. You can tell by the graphics, right. Hey, but
both of them still are, and those are old. So yeah.
Right, bro. Digimon, them first 2 seasons though. Peak.
Oh yeah, those are great, and then the movie.
Honestly, I'm gonna be as much as I love Pokemon. Them first two seasons of Digimon is probably better than Pokemon, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it peaks better than Pokemon, but there's also still like a lot of filler and a lot of just like
for sure.
I'm Legomon and a Toymon, you know.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah. That's why I say after that second season, I was done with it. And Pokemon still was.
I watched some of the third. Like the third, like I think the first 2 seasons had so much momentum you could watch some of the third. But then when they like start fusing and shit, too awkward.
But a lot of people favorite Digimons is the third season though. A lot of people know the third one though. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of Renamon body pillows out there.
Right. Renamon. That's the fox looking one, right? Yeah. Heelmon. I'm not gonna lie. The one where you could turn. Did you see the one when the Pokemon? I mean, the people they could turn into the Digimons.
Yeah.
Humans. I think that was like 5 or 4, season 4.
Well, it started in 3 where they did like the merge part, and then they're like kind of chilling there in like cyberspace naked, and it's awkward as fuck.
Right. Yeah, but it was a season where they get.
Yeah, and then I saw that they just like kept going crazier with it.
That was a pretty good season too. That was a pretty good. Have you ever seen That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime?
A little bit. I didn't get hooked into it.
Bro, please get out another try. That shit is awesome, bro. That's probably like the best isekai anime I've ever seen in my life, bro. Ever. That shit's up there. It's a new anime called Hell's Paradise. Did you see it?
Heard of it.
That's another good one.
That's another one? All right.
That's another one, yeah. I'll give you a list of animes all day.
Mm-hmm. All day. I just finished rewatching Yu Yu Hakusho. That's a good one.
Did you see the live series?
No.
You need to watch it, bro.
I didn't have like Netflix or whatever.
Oh, okay. Now, hey, that live series is head on compared to the anime. It's like they didn't like because One Piece live action they kind of switched it up a little bit. Like they showed Garp instantly. Remember, you don't see Garp on that anime for a long time.
Well, I like that. I like when they do like the remakes or they like cut down the chapters where you have like the Ocean Blue Saga or whatever, and it's like. Yeah, good. Get out all the filler, the first like 100 chapters where they're just trying to find their footing, and then just like warp speed us to right now with One Piece, or like actually have like a faster series that isn't 1,200 episodes. And I like it when they do that. So I think the live action One Piece is doing that good. I don't have problems with like trying to reseed it and rewrite it a bit.
Man, I just remember, man, when Ace died, bro, I started watching One Piece for like 2 years, bro. That shit pissed me off, bro.
Damn.
When Ace, that shit fucked me up, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You didn't feel no type of way when he died?
I felt a type of way, but I didn't feel that way. I mean, just like I was just like
I was pissed because
it's anime. Your favorite character is going to die, and it's always going to be the coolest one. So now you got to see how all the revenge happens.
Yeah, bro. I'm still fucked up behind that, man. But then
Kuma comes in and fucking punch you in the heart when he sends all the Straw Hats away and Luffy's out there crying. It's like, please, Oda, give me a break.
Yeah, Oda pissed me off with that one, man. Man, I never let that go. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I tell people all the time, I don't think it's gonna be. You think Luffy's gonna fight Akinua or at the end?
I don't even know anymore. Like,
I don't because I don't think they're gonna make Luffy fight him and Blackbeard. I think Sabo is gonna have to fight one, and I think Sabo is probably gonna end up fighting Blackbeard, and then Luffy is probably gonna be the one that do Akinu because
the problem is the Blackbeard crew has so many like direct comparisons. Because there's the dude that got the invisibility power, that's the swordsman, so of course he's fighting Zoro.
The one he broke out the impale down in the prison, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I know you're talking
exactly.
about.
Yeah,
man. I love.
And then
man,
we're gonna have the old dude with the horse. He's gonna fight Chopper because they're the scientist one.
Scientist one. Yeah.
So it's been like I think that matchup is just like you have to have that clash, even though Akainu has been made to be like more of a direct antagonist. Like what's Blackbeard doing? He's off doing other things and causing like other crazy havoc for people. Actually, no, he just fucked up Garp. So
they had to jump him, though, man. You think
they still got? That's what I mean. Now that I think that ties Luffy into that.
Right. Oh no, for
but
sure.
It also means Sabo's got to do something though.
Sabo got to and Dragon got to do something.
Yeah. So who knows how insane it's going to be? Like
not Dragon got to do something too. You think Garp dead?
I don't know.
I think because Aikiji's the one that put the last little move on him. I don't think Aikiji will kill Garp at all. I don't see it. I think he's like an informant trying to see what Blackbeard them doing, and then he's gonna betray him.
I can't predict anything anymore.
Yeah, no.
It is pointless.
Yeah, man. So let's bring it back to Gen 4. Let's skip Gen 5.
I gave Gen 4. I was hoping you would say Gen 5, so I'd just be like Gen 6.
Yeah. Let's just skip straight to Gen 6.
All right, Klefki is one of my favorites. Fucking love Klefki.
Oh, I know.
Everyone hates him. Like, why does everyone hate him?
Fairy Steel type with Prankster. How the fuck do you hate that?
Even outside of competitive, that's just like a whimsical, fun little design. Yeah. We got like a spectral keyring floating around the Pokemon world. It fits.
Facts.
Aegislash is super dope. Like the whole Ghost Sword evolutionary line. Trevenant, Haunted Tree Forest. Like Gen 6 has got a lot of good ones.
Yeah, Gen 6.
I like Delphox. Delphox's design's cool.
I forgot about Delphox.
Unfortunately, just like worthless competitive, but I think it's a good design. But no one like talks about Delphox's design. Super underrated.
Delphox is a very good design. Is a very good design. I love Talonflame too. I forgot to bring that up. I love
Talonflame's cool.
Talonflame's cool, but he after Omega Ruby and Sapphire Gale Wings. Yeah, bro. Oh, yo. You put me on Talonflame too. I'm not gonna lie. That Gale Wings is busted. Now you play. I mean, he's still.
It was
busted.
A great core. Like if I had like all these slow, bulky tank Pokemon, I needed something that could outspeed everything and like reliably dumpster anything if I needed an out. So Talonflame was like a good cleanup sweeper.
Yeah, because he was practically that was the fastest prankster Pokemon, right?
Which one?
Talonflame. It's
like not prankster, but like Gale Wings a +1.
The priority because it was priority.
Yeah. It was like the fastest +1. It's like 126 speed +1. That shouldn't be designed, but
because that part because that ability it beats it go before prankster, right? Technically, right?
Well, I think Gelwing's still +1, but there's no prankster that catches 126 speed.
That's what I'm saying. That's what, not Whimsicott, not even Tornadus.
Yeah.
No. Mm-hmm. So that's
then,
why.
Like let's say Sylveon's cool. Sylveon's great.
I love Sylveon.
Slurpuff, we talked about Slurpuff. Goodra's awesome. I love Pumpkaboo, dude. I am white girl pumpkin lover. Give me that pumpkin spice season. Give me that fall vibe. All that. But then, like, Gorgai's just awful. But I love Pumpkaboo. And we got Noivern's cool. Yeah. Gen 6 solid.
The start of Mega Evolutions, that shit changed the game, bro. Mega Evolutions just changed the game. And then we got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Oh, Mega Sableye was just free wins.
Nah, you know what you put me on Mega Salamence, bro. Mega Salamence was busted. Mega Salamence was busted.
I never had problems with though because I play tank, so I'm just like keeping Dragon Dance. So I'm like Iron Defensing in his Dragon Dance, so I'm just positive on stats.
Yeah. I feel
Because
you.
that was my thing. I'm like, oh, you're going to set up turn one with a Dragon Dance, Swords Dance, or Stealth Rocks. I win the game on the spot. And then Sableye, I twirl my little fingers at you, get Will-O-Wisp. You don't get to play the game, Mega Salamence. Woo.
Yeah, that's done. What I
And then
like
that, like, Sableye's perfect Pokemon. My biggest threat is Taunt and crits. I get rid of Taunt. Done.
but the thing with making Sableye though, it switches Prankster for what Magic Bounce, right?
Yeah, so you can't taunt me.
You can't taunt me or not, right? Yeah, facts.
And I send it to you. You don't even get to set up after taunting.
What I loved about the Megas with Rayquaza was you just do that move and he automatically just turns into a Mega without the Mega move, without the hell item. Remember, I think it was Dragon Ascent, right?
Yeah.
And
he just learns it and boom, Mega.
Boom, Mega, yeah. So you just give it like a life orb and you're good to go. Yeah. Man. Dragon types was OP until Fairy came out, man.
Yeah, and I feel that a lot, like especially with Terra, where I'm like, oh, I want to make this Pokemon Terra Dragon because it has elemental resist. Like I go Terra Dragon, I don't worry about water, electric, grass, and then a fairy comes. I'm like, oh, I'm actually fucked.
Nah, you can't do nothing. Yeah,
That's why I say third weakness, huge.
Yeah, like that's why Gen 9 is the best because you literally don't know like what Terra type. And you don't know when they're going to use it, and you don't know what type they're going to have, so you confused the whole time. You don't know. That's why I say, like, the Gen 9 hate just got to stop, bro. It just got to stop at some point, bro. Gen 9. And
then Kalos was cool. I like the trainer customization more than Sun and Moon. Like, I put a lot of work into my trainer. I put a lot of work in my little trainer video. You remember that?
Yeah,
for XY? Yeah.
How you
made
feel
like
about,
a cool video?
How you feel about the Z moves for Sun and Moon? Did you like it?
Mid.
Yeah. Mid. That shit was mid.
I also like restrict your team building because you have a Mega Stone and a Z Crystal, and it's 2 of your 3 or 2 of your 6. You're locked out.
But I can't lie though. So all right, so Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Moon?
Ultra Sun and Moon always. Like Ultra Sun and Moon is like the best version of Gen 7.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Because it has all the features, it has the same things, it grows on everything, gives you more.
Ultra Beast, everything.
The Warp Ride's sick.
Facts. Yeah, that's why I say Sun and Moon. I got Sun and Moon in between. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Like if they remade it, sure I'll play it. But still don't make a remake of it though. At the same time. So yeah, man, that wrap it up, man. What I want to do is I'm gonna have this right here, and then you give me like a drop. You just be like, oh, this is Verlisify, the Pokemon Master, and this is Talk Your Shit podcast, and that's it.
Yeah,
we're done, bro. Hey, listen, but before I go, you got to come to Miami, bro. You got to come back to Florida, man.
I'm in Seattle. I have to go as far, like angle-wise, across the country. 9-hour flight, 2 hours to get to SeaTac.
You don't miss Florida at all. You was in Broward, so you don't miss Florida at all.
No, I never want to see the sun again. I'm tired of 90, 110 degree heat index, baked, soggy, moist, swampy.
You got a point. I'm so used to it, though.
That's why I came out of Seattle. I want to be cold forever, cold and dark. I don't want to see the sun again.
Yeah, I can't do that shit, man. So how long you been in Seattle, though?
12 years.
Okay.
Over a decade.
Got you. So you a Seahawks fan? No?
I keep up a little bit. I'm not into... I like sports, but I'm not like a regional... I'm now here, so I'm dedicated to the sports fan.
Right. I understand. Yeah, man, you got to come back to Florida just one time for the one time, though, man. I swear, I never knew you was a Florida boy, bro. That's crazy, but I'd never thought that.
Oh, I did a lot of fishing. Love fishing.
Back then?
Still now. I like going out to lake, catching bass. Fishing in Florida is incredible because you have like all the crazy sport fish, intercoastal. They get big and fat in the sun. Out here, it sucks.
You ever been to Key West?
Yeah.
You went fishing in Key West?
Yeah.
Man, listen, that's the best experience of fishing I've ever had in my life, bro. Ever, bro.
What'd you catch? Catch tarpon?
I caught all kind of shit, man. You know what's crazy? It's my uncle. He taught me, like, because a lot of people use worms, but the best bait we used to use flies. for bait.
Oh, I love fly fishing. I
Yeah,
tie
and
flies.
man, that shit worked, bro. Like, man, I caught,
Yeah.
man, I caught blowfishes. I caught all kind of shit, bro.
Yeah, I tie flies, catch a snook on that, or redfish, and you're just like, this is the coolest feeling ever.
Yeah, man. I'd have never thought you was from Florida, bro. That's crazy. So, Gen 1 days, you was in Florida?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I was in Florida until 18, and then I went, I'm out. Gone.
Yeah. And then what's crazy, you if you was in Hollywood, you was 2 exits from Miami. You was literally right there.
Oh, been South Beach all the time.
Yeah. I'd have never thought that, dog. That's crazy. Small world.
Mm-hmm.
This is a small world. Yeah, man. So it's been a fucking pleasure, man. The GOAT. If nobody ever gave you your flowers, like on everything, bro, you are the Pokemon GOAT. I don't give a fuck about what nobody else say, all the toxicness through the Pokemon community. Verlisify is the Pokemon GOAT. And if nobody ain't ever gave you your flowers, I'm giving you my flowers, my brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. It's been an honor. We gotta do this again by the end of the year.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, because maybe by then it'll be a hopefully we get you scare me saying we ain't getting nothing in 2024, man. I hope we
no, it'd be Let's Go Johto if that's so unlikely, but it's perfect.
It's looking like we're gonna get a Gen 5 game though. You don't think so? It's looking like I don't want to
I just did the video. I just did a video on how the Indigo Disc DLC looks like the spiritual Gen 5 remake. I think we're safe. I think they gave us so much Unova they can't give us any more.
Okay. Dang, I hope not, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If we get a Gen 5 game, bro, this might be the first year I don't buy it, probably. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I can't deal with it. I even take an X. I take an X and Y over.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we can't go through this again, bro. So you think the Switch 2 is going to come out this year?
I feel like, again, Nintendo has to speed it up. They have to get that piracy out of the way and start opening up for the next gen games. Everything's kind of coming to an end because we have like 1,000 Year Door remake. They don't have any major projects. It has to be on next gen.
Oh, I meant to ask you that. Your top 3 Zelda games.
I love Tears of the Kingdom. Like, that's got to be number 1.
Over Ocarina of Time?
Yeah. For the freedom.
What? But I ain't gonna lie. I understand it.
I can throw a rock into a barrel, have it blow up a camp, loot that for all the shit, and then go underground. Right. Yeah.
I give you that. All right. I give you that. What's 2?
Then that's where Ocarina of Time lands.
And then 3.
That's where it's like there's just so many, because like I really enjoyed Wind Waker.
Well, thank you. Yo, Wind Waker was the GameCube. That was,
and then I don't want to say Wind Waker and forget about something else, but it might just have to be Wind Waker.
Yeah, Wind Waker was the only Zelda game that I didn't beat, bro. I got stuck at some point. I just didn't know what to do. I got stuck, bro. But I enjoyed it so much. I got it like number 3. I got Ocarina of Time. I got A Link to the Past. I want to say Majora's Mask, but I just love Wind Waker, bro. Wind Waker was fun. Like GameCube was peak, bro.
Yeah. It's also weird that like no one liked the GameCube in its time and still is kind of iffy on it, but everyone was playing all the GameCube games. Yeah. You gotta play Melee.
You have Pokemon Coliseum.
Yeah, you have Coliseum, you have Melee, you have Wind Waker, you also have Mario Kart Double Dash, the best Mario Kart to this day.
I don't know if you're big on wrestling games, but they had the Day of Reckoning.
No, I didn't play those.
Yeah, they had GameCube was peak, bro. I don't care what nobody say. You had Digimon World 4. Like, GameCube was pretty solid. I ain't got nothing bad to say about the GameCube. Man, you could play with 4 players. You had Pikmin. GameCube had some games, bro. Yeah. So before we go, you got to give me your top 5 favorite video games of all time.
No particular order. We have Paper Mario, Donkey Kong Country 2.
You just Nintendo it out, huh?
Yeah. And then Minecraft, because like you mod it to infinity. I think Minecraft is the best game ever made. The perfect video game.
Over Pokemon?
No, Minecraft.
No, I'm saying you over Pokemon though?
Yeah, because like I'm not saying like personally I love Heart Gold Soul Silver more than Minecraft, but it is the best game for Minecraft. Like as a game.
Because of what you could do.
Yeah, removing bias, favoritism, franchise, or like personal things where it's just like, yeah, Minecraft is everything. You have infinite replayability, you have infinite world building, infinite exploration, and then mods and all that stuff. It's like
Yeah,
Minecraft has to be on like the greatest game of all time.
you sound like my
So
little
put that
brother
on
right
this.
now. He loves Minecraft, bro.
So yeah, we have like, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then Super Mario World is awesome, but also Melee is incredible, and then I'd have to think about like some other ones, but yeah.
I got
Pokemon Puzzle League is insane.
You like the Puzzle League? I never tried it. Never tried it.
It's just Tetris Attacks / Panel de Pon, and it's just fun.
You didn't like Pokemon Masters? I love Pokemon Masters, bro.
I played it a lot, and then I got like so high end where it's just like I do like 20 battles to get like 0.1% of an optimization, and then you still have to like play perfectly. There was no room for error, and you had to still meta where like you can't take a 3-star max, upgrade it, and slap it on a team. No, you have to use only 5 stars. You have to perfect rotation, all the in-game content. I got tired of it.
Yeah. It got to a point people weren't even on the internet no more playing it or anything. So I had just deleted it. But Pokemon Masters is one of the best, probably. Yeah, up there.
And then like launch PUBG was like my favorite FPS.
Yeah. PUBG.
Yeah.
I like that. The other one.
H1Z1.
H1Z1. That was my shit. Because you could play online. Because I think PUBG and the Call of Duty only could play with like 4 people.
No, PUBG was the battle royale.
Yeah, but team wise,
you only had 4 of your friends. Yeah.
But H1Z1, you could play with like 5, 6 people. That's why I liked it more. You could play with more people. But nah, PUBG was raw as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. My favorite games all the time. I gotta go not in order. I'm gonna go Pokemon Stadium 2, Metal Gear Solid. I can't really say which Metal Gear is my favorite. I'll probably go with 2. You ever played Metal Gear Solid?
No.
Damn, you missing out, bro. Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
That's a good one.
And I like the Digimon World 3. It was because they made it exactly like Pokemon, but it was Digimon. You go in the bushes, wild Digimon appear. You can level up. They Digivolve.
I don't remember which Digimon World I played because I played one of them. It might have been 3, might have been 2. Whatever one was like hard. And if you're
1 and 2 was trash. It was trash. 3, everybody loved the 3 because 3 it was exactly like Pokemon. It was exactly like Pokemon. I ain't gonna lie. I got one more. That's hard. Because I'm big on wrestling too.
Yeah, I played 1 or 2.
1 or 2? That third one, you would have loved the third one because the third one is like red, blue, and yellow. You would have loved it. I know you didn't play 3 because you would have said
I played
2.
1. I played Digimon World 1. That's the
mid. 3 was
or
the
not
one.
Pokemon. Your Digimon shits too much, turns into that Pac-Man ugly dude, and then your kid. That game was way too hard for a kid.
Yeah, but 3, you would have loved 3 because man, you get to pick 3 starters. They mix them up. You could get Agumon. They mix it up, and it's basically Pokemon. You could fish.
Yeah.
You can do everything. You can level up, you power up, you Digivolve, you stay like that. You don't go back to square one. Like Digimon 3 was the time to be alive. I'm not gonna lie. That was like PlayStation 1 days. Let me see. Oh, you like race car games? Because I was big on Midnight Club.
I had like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit or something, and then the Burnout games. But I didn't get like super into it.
Right. I got you. Yeah, we know when it comes to race games though, like you say, Mario Kart, the double kart one, that was the best one. Yeah, that was the best one. So all right, man. All right, my guy, man. Yeah, man, we got to do this again, man. I appreciate it. And man, you be safe in Seattle, man. Love you, man. You the GOAT.
Safer than Miami.
Yeah, I know. Definitely.
I know you got. I one quick story before like we cut it off. You gotta get your boys out and whatever. But yeah, when I first moved out here, I was in Everett, which is kind of like ghetto-ish area of Seattle. And I'm walking to the Walmart like 11 p.m. at night, midnight, 1 a.m. And I'm telling my friends, they're like, "You're out in Everett at midnight?" I'm like, "That's safer than 7 p.m. Miami, my guy."
Or Broward.
Yeah, or Broward, Miami. I say Miami to everyone out here because they don't know what Broward, Hollywood is. But yeah, like 7 p.m. Hollywood, you go to Young Circle, you could actually get stabbed at 8 p.m.
Nah, facts.
Yeah, all right.
I'd have never took you for a Florida boy, bro. I would have never took you for a Florida boy, bro. Nah, good vibes, good couple, man. I can't wait to release this shit, bro. This is probably my favorite podcast episode. This is the episode 5, but this got to be my favorite one because
awesome.
I got the top Pokemon with the Pokemon Go. It don't get no better than that. I see my case. One Piece game.
That's a good one.
One Piece game. So yeah, by the end of the year, man, I want to do another one with you, man. Catch up on things. All right. Appreciate you, my brother. Love.
Have a good one.
You too, my brother. Tell your dog I said hello.
Yeah, she didn't show up this time. She just chilling.
Yeah. All right, man. Till next time, gang.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
This is my favorite episode, man. End it. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I got to do it this way.
Yeah, I'm just here until it's gone.
All right, later, gang.